Hey there. Ready to dig in? We're tackling a combo that's got everyone buzzing: Leo and Virgo relationships. You guys sent in some seriously interesting charts and analysis, so let's unpack what makes this pairing tick, or maybe totally fizzle. And we're not just skimming the surface here with those basic sun sign descriptions: Leo the passionate and Virgo the meticulous. We're going deeper. So, ready to get into the nitty-gritty: love, sex, life, the whole shebang for a Leo and Virgo. Buckle up, we're diving in. One of the things that jumped out at me going through your stuff is that classic clash. Fire versus earth, you've got Leo, all that blazing energy, and then there's Virgo, grounded, detail-oriented. How does that even work romantically?
Right. It's funny because it's not as simple as those opposites attract things you hear. The fire and earth, Leo and Virgo.
Mm.
It creates potential, but also clashes. Like, see, Virgo being grounded can actually help Leo take all that passion and actually do something with it?
Oh, so you're saying Virgo can help Leo stop dreaming, start doing that? That's kind of cool.
Exactly. Picture it. Leo's the visionary, big ideas, and Virgo's the one who brings it down to earth, makes a plan, makes sure it works in real life.
Makes total sense. But there's got to be some friction too, right? Leos, they're all about the drama, the spotlight. How does that work with Virgo, who's always analyzing, can be kind of self-critical?
Yeah, that's where it gets interesting. The sources pointed out this potential for them to totally misunderstand each other. Leo, they need validation, attention, to be told how amazing they are. Virgo, more likely to point out flaws, even if it's because they're trying to help.
Oof. Yeah, not exactly music to a Leo's ears. We know Leos, they could bring the fireworks if they feel slighted. But didn't one source also say that Virgo's groundedness can be good for Leo in the long run?
Totally. It's all about respect. If the Leo feels like the Virgo gets them, appreciates their big personality even with the quirks, they'll thrive on that stability. But if Virgo starts nitpicking, making Leo feel less than, oh, the drama.
Sounds like balance is key.
Yeah.
Virgo helps channel that Leo energy without, dimming their shine.
Exactly. Well, one source even used this metaphor. It was like the king and their trusted advisor. Leo, needing to be admired, naturally falls into that ruler role, right? And when it works, Virgo's the valued counsel, giving wisdom. But if it's more like Virgo's serving the ego, resentment builds, things go bad.
Okay, so two sides to this fire and earth thing: big potential, big pitfalls. But gotta ask about the juicy stuff, right? The sources got real about Leo and Virgo in the bedroom, and it wasn't always pretty. So what's the main hurdle for this pair when it comes to intimacy?
Well, it's almost ironic. The sources said their strength, their intellectual connection can mess them up in the bedroom too.
Okay, messing them up how? I'm intrigued, but I need details.
So both Leo and Virgo are ruled by, get this, consciousness.
Consciousness. All right, hold on. Gotta unpack that. What's that even mean for a couple, especially physically?
Basically, they overthink everything: desires, emotions, every little thing about intimacy.
Instead of candles and romance, it's debating philosophy over wine.
Kinda. Seriously, though, picture Leo wanting to be their passionate selves and Virgo's analyzing every touch, every move.
Kills the mood, right?
And knowing Virgo, they need to feel safe to let go, so Leo's boldness might be too much. One source called it an intellectual battle for dominance. Kind of funny, but I get how that mental tug-of-war wouldn't be sexy.
Exactly. It's not that they're doomed to zero passion. It's more their path to intimacy is less about, boom, spontaneous, and more building trust, understanding over time.
Less roaring fire, more like carefully building a campfire, making sure it's strong before you chuck more wood on.
Love that. It's appreciating how different they are. Leo can learn from how Virgo savors things, Virgo from Leo's playfulness. Finding that rhythm. Okay, this makes sense, but gotta be honest, some sources were bleak about this pairing. So for our listener freaking out, let's talk strengths, because there are some big ones.
Absolutely. And a lot of it comes down to shared brains.
Right. Leos love smarts, and Virgos, brains for days. But source said Virgo needs to feel safe to open up. Is that the consciousness thing again?
100%. They think so deeply they need someone who won't judge them for it. That's where Leo's warmth is huge.
Like creating a safe space for Virgo to shine. Love that. And speaking of, the sources said this pairing is constructive, especially working towards goals together.
Yeah. One even said Leo's the stomach, all the ideas, energy, and Virgo's the intestines, breaking it down, making it real.
Okay, that visual is memorable. But I like it. Shows how they fit. Leo's the vision, Virgo makes it happen in the world.
Exactly. Look at those charts you sent in.
Yeah.
Where's Leo's sun sign? Where's Virgo's Mercury? That can show where this will really work in your life.
Ooh, getting personal. Love it. But real talk, the million-dollar question, can it last? With all these clashes, can Leo-Virgo go the distance?
See, that's the thing about astrology, right? It's not like a crystal ball, more like a map that shows you the rough terrain,
Yeah.
where the detours might be, or the scenic routes.
So less about a Leo-Virgo can make it, more about if they're both down for the journey, bumps and all.
Exactly. And the sources said something really interesting about this. It's about Neptune.
Neptune, like the planet.
Yeah, Neptune. Planet of dreams, illusions, a little bit of delusion, too. Big in both Leo and Virgo's charts.
Okay, illusions with Leo and Virgo. They both seem kind of grounded in their own ways.
Right. But here's the thing. They can both get caught up in this perfect love fantasy. Leo, the romantic, wants to be adored constantly. Virgo, the analyzer, wants a connection with no flaws, checks all the boxes.
So they could both miss out on what's real because they're too busy chasing an idea. Makes sense, especially with them overthinking everything.
Exactly. Self-awareness is huge here. Got to see past the fantasy, appreciate what they actually have, messy and real and all that.
It's about the journey, not some perfect ending. Although one source did say it's rare for Leo-Virgo to have that super strong bond. Kind of disheartening.
Rare, yeah. Not impossible, though. And like we said, every relationship is its own thing. Astrology is a guide, not destiny.
So for our listener out there trying to make this Leo-Virgo thing work, what's the takeaway? What do they need to know?
Especially for the Leo. I think those past experiences, they really matter. One source said Leo's need for attention is easily bruised.
Makes you think, right? If a Leo's been with someone who didn't get that need, they might be extra sensitive with a Virgo who can be, well, critical sometimes.
Exactly. Talking openly is so important here. Leo says what they need. Virgo gets, it's not ego, it's coming from love. They can build on that.
So it's not just knowing your sun sign, it's knowing yourself, what you bring to the table from past relationships, all of it.
Yeah, that's what makes this stuff so cool. It's not just generic. It's like recognizing everyone's got baggage, sensitivities.
And working through that with empathy, that's how a tricky pairing becomes something really good, you know?
Absolutely.
This has been a wild ride. Fire, earth, bedroom battles. Now we're talking healing old wounds. So much going on beneath the surface of these signs.
It's true. Relationships are never simple. But understanding the how, the why, through astrology, that gives you tools, you know, to build something better.
Well said. So listener out there in Leo-Virgo land, self-awareness is your superpower. Got it. Your needs, theirs, how the past is playing out now. That's the real magic.
And the stars guide you, but you're in control. Right?
Yeah.
You build the relationship no matter what.
Beautifully said. Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep diving deep with us. Until next time.